Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to do my review of Toonami uh, January 28th through January 29th, 2023. So, um, starting off the block there, we had My Hero Academia episode. Starts out with we see uh, Endeavor was fighting uh, Shigaraki there when he was taking Shigaraki on there and stuff. Telling Shigaraki was actually saying to Endeavor, saying he was not worth it there. He's like taking #1 there and stuff. He said, "What you're trying to go after there? He wants the big prize there. He wants one for all there. That's what Shigaraki fucking wants there." So mostly he said there's no thing to get out of my way there, so he mostly attacks Endeavor there. Endeavor was trying to use his attacks there to actually throw him off there, but it doesn't really fucking work there. He does his fire spider web there. Doesn't really work against fucking Shigaraki there. They were like saying Shigaraki might be pretty more dangerous there and stuff. So, when he was like saying, he's like, "You're not interested in me," so he goes after Aizawa there, aka Eraserhead there. He's trying to go after him, and we'll see when he was trying to go fucking after him there. We see Deku swoops there and tackles Shigaraki there, and he's like, I'm not gonna let you die there. That's what technically he told Racerhead there, or Aizawa there. Technically, he told him that he's like, hey, I'm not gonna let you die there and stuff. So he tackles him and stuff, and mostly and stuff like that. And mostly he gets like some things there. Mostly he was gonna try to go after Eraserhead just to wipe him out. Technically, we see Deku and uh, Bakugo trying to stop him there. Then Bakugo is in his fireball blast there to knock him out, but it doesn't really work there and stuff. And they're like saying, "Do not let him get near them." There, we see Grand Torino was yelling at Deku, saying, "Stay away from Shigaraki there. He's going after you, so you can contain one for all there." And mostly when he was taking the fight him and stuff like that on the front lines, technically he's like, one for all should be my power there. That's what Shigaraki was actually saying. And mostly when he attacks there and stuff. The next scene there, we see the this muscle guy thing. This big guy turns into like a giant there. Mostly this giant creature was trying to get to Shigaraki there, and he mostly was darting there. Now Lily was trying to stop him there, and she was telling struggling there, and telling knock him. Mostly he telling throws her. Telling like it was like mostly a half a mile. He throws her to get her out of the way. Technically, the pro heroes have failed, and mostly it was up to Haikusu there. It was up to her, and that's where the episode ends. So that was My Hero Academia. After My Hero Academia, we had Made in Abyss. I didn't watch that. After Made in after Made in Abyss, there we had um, Yashihime there. I didn't watch that either. After Yashihime, we had uh, One Piece there. So, episode starts out with we see Luffy and the gang are telling Luffy there with Frankie uh, and Robin there were all chained up with Smoker and Wiggy there. I think I got her name right, Wiggy. So mostly they're all chained up there and stuff. Mostly they're like thinking what to do there and stuff. Technically, how they're gonna break it out and stuff like that. Technically, Law was telling Frankie to do something there. He's like, well, I can't do nothing there. My hands are tied up there. And mostly he's like, the only thing I can do is like, mostly, he farted. He's like, oh, he's like, that's all I can do. So he's like, well, that's not gonna give us nowhere and shit. So technically, Frankie's like, you have a type of power there. So he's like, oh yeah. So he does his fireball technique, and he fucking hits the broken ship, and then technically destroying the broken ship there, actually causing the fire there to actually rise up there. So the video smell can't really see what the fuck they were doing there. Mostly when they're not seeing what they're doing there. Law actually changed the chains there and not really had the chains what they actually got tied up there. They actually have regular chains, not the seed chains there. You just replace them with regular chains there, so it was easy to break out. So technically broke everybody out there and changed Smoker and Wiggy back in their regular bodies there, and he was giving them a lecture there and stuff, saying, don't go after my crew and stuff like that. That's what he was actually saying there and stuff. So, technically, Luffy there, he wanted to jump into the fray there. He's like, yeah, and stuff. He's like, I can do this and stuff like that. So he jumps down and stuff. He's like, oh, this is pretty weird and stuff like that for it. So when that was going on with that stuff, let's see, Sanji, the samurai, Zoro, and Brooks tried to run towards the fucking thing there. Technically, they're trying to run away from the poison gas there. And technically, they're trying to run away from the poison gas there. Sanji technically was about to give up there, and then he touches Nami's right Nami's chest there. We all know what he touched there. I can't really say it on YouTube, but we all know what he touched there. And mostly he runs there and catches the dragon that was in front of them there. He's like, oh, I caught the dragon there. And mostly they try to run with the dragon there. The dragon was getting a lot of weight on it because they're on him and shit. And they're like, oh, you can't fly, dragon, come on, and stuff like that. And mostly we see Nami and Usopp there taking a ride with one of the other head captain pirates there. Also taking a ride with him, the guy with the captain with the long legs, or looks like looks like a centaur, the captain there. kind of looks like a lizard there. And mostly he was running there and stuff like that. The dragon bites him in the tail, and he's like, "Ah, mother!" He's like, he took the bite there, and he technically runs off there and shit with the dragon and shit like that for it. And then they're like, "Oh, we have to escape it there and stuff." Mostly a law technically let the fucking Marines in there, so all the Marines went in. The thing there, so they're like, "Oh crap, the gas is getting close," and they're like, "Oh well, we're fucked there," and stuff until the gates were lifted there, and then they got in. They're like, "Who lifted the gates there?" And then the other like the hazmats or the guys who had the suits there, they're like, "What the fuck?" There, who left up the gates and shit, and then like, oh no, they got in and shit like that and stuff. Mostly they see Luffy, mostly Luffy, Law, Smoker, and Awagi technically are teaming up there. Mostly, technically Law and Awagi are technically teaming up with Luffy and Law there. And technically they get teamed up there, and mostly we see them coming in there, and they bust in, and as you said, he was ready to fight there. And then that's where the episode ends for One Piece there. After One Piece there, we had Naruto Shippuden there. So, episode starts out with, we see mostly we see Madara actually activating the Tsukunomi there. He actually activates the Tsukunomi there and stuff like that, and he's like time to do it there, and mostly activates his like third eye on his forehead there, and activates the Tsukunomi tree there into the white tree there. So technically, Sasuke sees that there, and he's like, "Oh crap! I had to do something there before they get consumed there." And mostly runs over to where Team Seven's at and stuff. Naruto. Mostly they're like, "What the?" Everybody's like, "What the heck is going on?" They see some meteors going crash on the ground. They're like, "Oh, this is what total fuck there." And stuff like that. We're SOL, we're screwed there. That's what they're saying. And then Naruto uses his Rasen guns, or his Rasen shurikens there, throws it right at the meteors there. Sasuke was mostly in the thing there, and then Naruto's like, "Wait," he's like, "Don't be stupid there. Why in the fuck you're being stupid?" He's like, "Quit it." He's like, "Quit there." Sasuke kind of knew something was going wrong there, so he takes Susanoo there to block Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke, to mostly Naruto, Akashi, or no, Akashi, Naruto, and Sakura there, mostly blocking them from the thing. He's like, Naruto was about to go out. He said, "Do not do that, Naruto, or you will be trapped there." So, he was actually saying that. He's like, "Do not do that there. You'll be trapped there in the Genjutsu there." That's what he was telling Naruto there. Naruto was like, "Oh man," and stuff. So, uh, we see Naruto breaks out of the thing there, and we see him getting caught by the Tsukunomi there. Everybody's getting caught by the Tsukunomi at this point, and we get to see the first Tsukunomi dream there, where technically we see Naga, uh, Namato as Tsukunomi dream. Mostly Namato's Tsukunomi dream was technically like what he sees him and stuff like that. And he's like kind of remembering all the stuff there and stuff like that. So in his dream there, we see technically Sasuke or Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke. mostly Kabuto then takes takes Sakashi away. He said he's gonna take his Sharingan there. Mostly they're technically having struggles there. Technically Sasuke comes to the fray and tries to shotgun and stuff. And Namato saves the day. And saves the day and defeats the snake there. And then challenge for him there, and he became the new leader of Team 7 there. Even Tsunade was actually saying, "Oh yeah, you're the new leader of Team 7 there." And then it was mostly his dream there. It was mostly his dream. Mostly that's what he had as his dream there, as be the team leader of Team 7 there. And mostly stuff like that. And then we go back to the regular world, and they're like, "What the heck is happening?" We see Minato was thrown all the way back into the Leaf Village there, and he's like, "What the heck happened there?" And that's where the episode ends. So yep, that was Naruto Shippuden. Next we had Primal, but that was its early run. So yep, comment, rate, my response to experiments. Like, videos, please subscribe, hit the bell notification on uploads. Comment, response to experiments. Like, out, and peace.